locally. It's our own channels locally. So, by the grace of God, I know Governor Borowori is going to turn the fortune of DBS, both here in Asaba and here and there in Wari around. And I know the governor is somebody that has respect for the media. So he's going to do the needful when the time comes.
Okay.
So community journalism is the #1 journalism in the entire globe. Because if you go to a place like UK, United States of America, we still have community papers that are still the citizen. They patronize the community papers more than the national papers, because the community papers carry news within them under the national dailies. And in Nigeria and in Delta State, I want to tell you for free that most of the national papers, they copy from us. They copy our news, or they take our news. They get our news from us. What is happening in Okerekoko? What is happening in Saple? What is happening in Ugara? What is happening in Agbo? What is happening in Kwale? What is happening in Jesse? They get it from we the local. I stand to be corrected.
You're the eyes there.
Yes, we are the eyes. They get it from us. Even the national reporters that are on ground, they come to us.
So what vital role now would you say community journalism play in a democratic society?
Oh, they are the carriers of the government information or of any information to the people at the grassroots, to the people at the various communities. So they play a prominent role. And in Delta State, for example, the community papers are doing a lot. Because 95% of them concentrate on the issues concerning their locality. They live with the people. That is the beauty of it, Onome. They live with the people. They eat with the people. They are from within that enclave. And the people that they are reporting knows them as well. If anything happens, for example, they call them, Onome, something, this school is dilapidated. We need government intervention. The local paper will not publish it for government attention, so that government attention will be drawn to it. You can see that they live with the people, they are for the people, and they are to the people. So that is the clear line. It's a clear line between them and the national papers, between them and the national media. And you see, there's in the journalism circle, dog don't eat dog. But in the journalism circle, dog eats dog. Do you know why I say so? I accuse Makpe of Channel TV. She came to this broadcast conference. I was accusing her. I said, you national television station, national media, you don't promote the locals. But we, the locals, will promote you. You take news from us. So you can see that according to that language, that pidgin language that we used to speak in Saple, say life not balance. So there's a caveat there. So I want to submit before Delta this morning that the community newspaper play a major role. They are the bedrock of information. It's not like DBS Asaba and DROTV Wari. They reach out. Yeah, DBS and DROTV goes within the local. Channels will not see channels. I beg to be corrected.
You are absolutely correct, Briggs, because between you and I, I've actually monitored your activity in the last 15 years, politically and otherwise. There's hardly any function I don't see you and your paper. And that is the truth. And there's no clearly saying about it, and I stand to be corrected. And that is how you know a grassroots journalist and a grassroots politician. You combine both journalism and in your practice as a partisan politician. But government has not paid so much attention to the grassroots journalism, especially for those who publish their locals. Because how does a paper survive? A paper survives on adverts. You understand? It's not just all about selling. How many people really, because of the modern day media stuff, purchase? But if you have 3, 4, 5 full pages on a weekly basis, apart from that, what about the blue chips like the oil servicing organization? They also play integral part in celebrating the community journalism.
First of all, I want to thank you for that question, but I want to disagree with you in one aspect. First, the government is doing enough to patronize them and to encourage them. Before the administration of Governor Sheriff Oborowori, the office of the community newspaper has been existing. Former Governor Emmanuel Odwa, all of us in the community media will continue to draw our heart for him because he actually created that office. He is the first person, the first governor that created that office. He now appointed one Chief David Omoro to be the special assistant to the governor on community newspaper. So from that point, when Okowa came on board, Okowa equally followed suit. So he made Jonathan Walker as the SA special assistant.
Because while he was with Jonathan, you were with the sofa then.
Yeah, so you can see, coming from Odwa to Okowa, you can see that the government of the Delta State government has a lot of respect for the community. That is why that office was created. The office was created in order to bridge the gap between government and the community newspaper. Then come back home. When Governor Oborowori came on board, through the help of God and through God's intervention, whatever God say he will do, that is what he will do. God is not a man. God now put it in the heart of the governor to elevate that office. So Governor Oborowori is actually the first governor among the three that has elevated that office from special assistant to senior special assistant. So you can see the love Governor Oborowori has for community journalism. Because if he does not have the law, he wouldn't have upped the office to senior special assistant. Not just special assistant, but to senior special assistant. And to the glory of God, which I am occupying. And like what you said, thank you for your commendation. 95% of Deltans, talking about who is who in Delta, and including the downtrodden, they all know Delta guy, which I publish. That in government functions and non-government functions, they see me sharing the paper free of charge. I have promoted Delta Guide newspaper and myself have promoted the Delta State government for 11 years now. 11 years now. We are sharing the paper free. They are aware. It's a fact known by all. And it is God that has kept the paper going. So how God is doing it is a story for another day. But we have been able to join the other community papers to bring community papers to the fore before the community people living in our various communities. And to me, I do it with joy. I do it with passion because it is core for service. It's called for service. So I do it with joy because life is all about choice. So like DBS, what DBS is doing it for joy. And there's a reward attached to any good service you render to humanity.
Right. Speaking about community journalists and the newspaper, let's talk about the newspaper. Are people actually patronizing these papers? Are people really patronizing, like the community people? Are they patronizing their own journalism? Are they patronizing their own paper? You talked about the lady, is it Amukwe from Arise? Yeah, you talked about her not supporting the nationals, not supporting the locals. Are the locals appreciating their own? For the number of years you've been practicing it, would you say that the locals are actually appreciating their own? And if you say yes, then you tell me, what is the importance? Why is community journalism important in Nigeria? I go Nigeria, I don't want to go Delta only.
Okay. Now, 95%, the communities, the people at the grassroots are supporting the community papers.
Okay.
They are supporting the community papers. They are supporting the community papers. Why I say so is that if we are not supporting the community papers, majority of the community newspapers in Delta State and in Nigeria would have gone into extinction.
Okay.
But the coming of social media has made the support, the patronage, dropped drastically.
Okay.
So from 95, it has dropped to about 50%.
From 95 to
Yes,
60,
it
that's,
dropped.
That's a huge drop.
Yes, it dropped. So just 2-3 years back, that it's not start climbing up again.
It's picking up.
Yes, as we speak, it's about 65%. So because most of them, after going to the social media, seeing what is there, they still fall back to the community newspaper for their community update. Because most of their community updates are not being carried by the social media. Are you seeing the difference? The community papers are still carrying the local. This is happening from your community to the people living in the community. So you can see that they are still very, very viable. They are still very, very important, and they are playing the role they ought to play. And I want to appeal to the publishers of the community newspapers in Delta State and by extension in Nigeria. They should not be discouraged. They should continue to do what they know how to do best, because with God, all things are possible. From Governor Borowori's administration, they are going to benefit immensely, because as we speak, the office of the Senior Special Assistant to Governor Borowori on Community Newspaper and the governor himself, who has given me the mandate, has directed me to see to their welfare. But seeing to their welfare does not mean, I want this to be on record, does not mean that we are bribing them or giving them envelope not to publish the truth whenever it arises. No. But if they must publish, they must balance their report.
Yeah, that is balanced reportage.
So as we speak, tomorrow, the governor of Delta State, His Excellency, Right Honorable Eda Sheriff Oborowori, has approved seminar/workshop training for the Delta State community newspaper publishers and other related political appointees. But the community newspaper come first, has approved seminar for them, has approved workshop for them. You can see that the governor has the respect and love for the local papers. For governor to approve that you should bring all these people together, train training them on the impact of adequate reporting. That is the thing. The impact of adequate reporting of the more agenda to the people at the grassroots. That is the thing. So I want to sincerely thank God Almighty for you for what He has done. Special appreciation go to Governor Borowuri. Maoga, God bless you, sir.
Okay, so quickly, away from that, who are those that were expecting? Because looking by the numerical strength of the community, is it just strictly community publishers and sundry aspects of the publication, or the entire outreach? For example, in the community publication, we have the editors, the publishers, the content proofreaders, advertisers, marketers, and all of that. Are these the kind of, are these those who are expecting, or who are those who are expecting?
First, the seminar, my office has categorized the seminar. First, we are taking two stage. The stage one is, which is the first one we are doing now. We are dealing with the community newspaper publishers. They are businessmen. They own the papers. They determine what goes into the papers. So we are dealing with the first stage now. We are dealing with them and other related political appointees. Those are for the first stage, which we are doing from 19. They will be arriving today. Then the main seminar workshop is for tomorrow 20 at Hotel Benizia, Asaba. By 8:30, accreditation has started. Then we now go into the workshop seminar, the seminar workshop training proper. And to the glory of God, dignitaries will be gracing the occasion. The governor is our chief host. Our chief, no, not chief host, chief guest of honor. Chief guest of honor. While the commissioner for information, commissioner for works, rural rules and public information, Mr. Charles Enyago, is the chief host. While myself and the host. So then the two of which is on the 21st on Wednesday, all of us will now fall back to press center, old government house, for the continuation of the seminar workshop training. But the main day is 20th, which is tomorrow. So they have started today. They will be arriving. So I want to put on record that Governor Borowuri has given me a marching order that all the community newspapers and magazines that have gone into Moribond should be revived. Because we need them. Because before they went into extinction, they have their targeted audience. They have their targeted audience in their locality over the years. Like Urobo, for example, they have their target audience. Is it their target? They have. So it has given me a marching order that we must revive it. All the Moribond newspapers and magazines. And as we speak, in December last year, we were able to use the governor's advert to revive about 17 of them back. And apart from the advert, the office have been patronizing them. And the office is also equally reaching out to all the oil companies and private firms to patronize the locals, because the locals live within them. I've wrote most of the company telling them the need of using the community newspaper, because the community newspaper is the first point of call.
Okay, Tam, I'm already getting signals now.
Thank you.
I know that you have online presence, because in the modern day media stream, you also have those who are into community paper reportage on the online. You have them also going to be part of the event for tomorrow.
Okay. No, the seminar is specific, organized for community newspaper publishers, and other related
Okay.
political
Hard
appointees.
copies.
Yes,
Hard
hard copies.
copies,
Hard
yeah.
copies.
Not soft,
Not
not
soft.
online.
Not online. The stage 2 that will be coming up either August or September before the year runs out. We are going to pick the online and
Alright.
deal with them.
Okay.
Because most of the community papers, they are still online. But presently now we are dealing with hard copies.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Thank
the great Prince Oromunupeye, SSA on community newspapers, to His Excellency, one of our very best, one of our very finest publisher and journalist, journalist.
In addition, sorry, the NUJ, the Delta State NUJ, they were also invited. The chapels, I equally invite all the chapels that they should come there. We'll give them good training on how to report the more agenda to the people at the grassroots.
Okay, that's
Okay.
a great one, and I'm sure.
And by extension, we are equally inviting DBS to bring 2 people there tomorrow,
All
Oh,
right.
beautiful, beautiful,
so
Thank
that
you
they'll
so
be part
much.
of it,
beautiful.
so that they will not just hear and they are not part. They will hear and they will be part.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much, and this is where we drop our conversation. Thank you so much, sir. Okay,
I'm grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deltas.
So
we'll
see
be
you
going on a break, and it will be time for our next sport when we return. Stay with us.